Hello guys and welcome to my channel. This was not the original plan of what I was going to eat. I was going to eat between Pizza Go-Go, and then it was going to be a spicy curry, and it was going to be McDonald's. You know, there were so many different options it was going to be. It wasn't going to be spaghetti carbonara again. So this will have to do for today. It is actually Friday right now. It's about 4:30 PM. So I have to get this eaten, edited and up in a couple hours, which should be okay for me to do. Oh my god, I hadn't had carbonara in a long time. I'm talking a long time, years and years and years. And then I actually went on Tesco to get some cheese sauce for the macaroni cheese, and they actually had like what they actually delivered was carbonara sauce, so it's like a cheese sauce with ham. I didn't realise, and then I tried it with just some pasta and I was like, oh my god, this is actually really nice. You know, I wasn't expecting it to be so good. So, the coronavirus is everywhere now. UK sporting events have been cancelled, including the Australian Grand Prix. So when in a hot country like America, like Australia, they're worried about the coronavirus, we really should be worried about it too. I've almost had 100k. I've almost had 1,000 views in what, 3 days, man. That is, for me, for a small channel with only 508 subscribers, that is big, you know. But yeah, it's so great. I'm so happy. I actually used 2 tins because I think there was like 300 and something grams each tin. So I thought, well, normally I would use 1, but I would get it where it's 500 grams. I'm quite glad I used 2 tins because it's still kind of dry. I heated up the carbonara as well because I didn't want to put it on the spaghetti cold and then make the food cold really quickly, because I don't like cold food. We've got some more ginger beer. I forgot, didn't mention to tell you in the last video the reason why I got the cold, and it was my fault. It's because I was actually at the GP surgery. I had to give blood for the hospital, but I could do it at a GP surgery, so I went to GP surgery to give blood. And after I give blood, the woman was sitting there saying, you know, I'm entitled to a free flu jab because I'm vulnerable, and I declined. I declined because I said that I'm housebound, so it's pointless me getting it for myself. You might as well give it to someone else who could use it instead. Not realising that obviously children can get the flu as well and then easily pass it on. So that's the reason why it was my fault. I got it because I was offered the flu jab in the first place. So if I'd have been given it in the first place, one, I wouldn't have lost those 3 weeks, and two, it would have been, I mean, even though you have a flu jab, yes, you can still get it, but it is in a lower version of it. That's if you do get it. But yeah, that is why it was my fault. I totally forgot. I was supposed to tell you why in that video on Tuesday. So that was down to me forgetting to tell you. Sorry about that. Also, just to let you know, what I did discover on Social Blade is Social Blade is a public site. Anyone can go on there and check anyone's YouTube channel. And I done a check on my YouTube channel, and it says in 5 years' time I would have 100,000 subscribers. That is, whew, that's mind blowing. But I like challenges, you know, so I want to challenge myself to try and get it faster than that. So I'm going to try and see if I can get it in 4 years. Get 100k. But what I did also notice as well is I did take a look at, I don't know if you've heard of Carl V Food. He's a UK competitive eater. He has quite a big stomach capacity, bigger than mine, without a shadow of doubt. He I mean, yes, he trains for it as well. I mean, no one just has a big capacity for nothing. You do have to train for those sort of things. He has, and most of his content is quite good. Not all of it. Some of it is a bit boring. Some of it's a bit bland. So I'm not saying his channel is absolutely perfect, because it's not. But he has about 12,000 subscribers at the moment. So he has like 11.5k advantage over me, and in 5 years time, Carl V Food will have about 80,000 subscribers. You know, so Social Blade seems to think that I'm going to overtake Carl V Food at some point, and that blew my mind, because the amount of subscribers he's already got. You know what I'd really love to do? I'd really love to learn how to make a fresh carbonara. I mean, yes, it's probably quite easy. You can look on YouTube and there's loads of different recipes you can choose from. But one day, yeah, I would like to do that. I'd like to do that, and I'd like to cook some fresh pasta as well, because I do love my pasta. It looks like coronavirus is taking the world by storm. UK events has stopped. Schools are looking to close, looking to shut down. Apparently, I was on BBC website earlier. Oh no, I was watching another mukbanger earlier, and they put in captions that the government are planning to close schools for 2 months. I don't know if they mistyped 2 months or 2 weeks, but yeah, if that is true, 2 months, man, that is a long time, especially considering most people are working and their kids are, while their kids are at school, they're at work. So I don't know what's going to happen to the UK economy from that. Are we going to get help of sorts for the government for people who do have kids and need childminders or can't? we've got people, elderly people, who are vulnerable, not to mention people with physical health problems. Sorry about that. I ran out of space, so I had to delete a few of the old recordings I had, which was already on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what I was up to. I'm not talking about the coronavirus. But yeah, I don't know what the government are planning on doing. Hopefully they'll give some sort of support to families in that situation. You know, the elderly are affected, so if you know any old people, please consider finding out if they need anything so they don't have to leave. Same as anyone with any physical problems which will cause their immune system to be low. Find out from them if they need anything also. You know, just try and help out as best as you can each other. I am worried. I'm worried for myself. I'm worried for my aunt and uncle. My aunt has what I have, but she has it a lot worse than me. Hers has progressed a lot further than mine has. Because what I have is genetic. People seem to want to put it down to weight. Anything that happens, it must be weight related. But yeah, my auntie has what I have, and she has it a lot worse than I do. So I'm hoping she is going to be okay, along with my uncle, who has his own problems as well. And my mum works in London. London is one of the international capitals of the world. So I am worried for my mum also. And if they can't get this under control, and they're talking about a year for a cure for this, what is going to happen to us all? You know, people are panic buying stuff, long-lasting stuff with long shelf last, like tins of beans, tins of spaghetti, packets of spaghetti, pasta sauces, stuff like that. How is this going to affect children's educations? How long is this going to go on for? It is worrying. Yes, hopefully it will get better over the summer, because the flu is better over the summer. So I'm hoping it gets better over the summer, but there is cases in Brazil, and Brazil is a hot country. You know, so it's very worrying. I'm very surprised how dry this has gotten. I put two tins in this, and I thought it'd have lasted, like not lasted, but I thought it'd have been like floating in like juice at the bottom, but it's not. I like the sauce. The flavour of sauce is really nice. It's like a smoky, kind of cheesy, smoky type of flavour. But yeah, I've got 508 subscribers now. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy. You know, the fact that Social Blade reckons I'm going to hit 100,000 subscribers in 5 years is also fantastic for me. It's something I never would have dreamed of. Actually quite gutted, you know. I really wanted McDonald's. You know, because I really fancied McDonald's. I thought, oh, McDonald's owe me 3 meals because of an issue I had last time. So I was like, okay, let me go and pick up the 3 meals and then get some other bits. Or at least find out if I can only pick up 2 of the meals now. And then pick up the other meal another time. And I was planning on getting a few bits, and the Grand Mac, a couple sides, if there's any new sides, I don't know. I haven't even looked at the app or anything. You know, I was looking at a few things, and I was like, oh shit, I wanted to go, and then I was going to go early. I couldn't find the battery for the camera, so I thought, let me put the battery on charge for an hour. I should give it plenty of time, and then I can leave at about 20 to 11, get the stuff, come back here, and my anxiety was so bad this morning. I mean, my anxiety is bad anyway. It's something I've come to live with, that I do have bad anxiety, so sometimes I struggle to get out of bed. It's so, but this morning it was really bad, and I'm sitting there planning exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order a taxi because my bike ain't working, so I'm gonna get a taxi to drop me to Tesco, not Tesco, to McDonald's. I'm gonna pick up my food. They're gonna wait for me and bring me back. You know, and then I'm like, okay, let's do it like that. That way I don't have to worry about anything. I'm in a car, I'm being chauffeured there and back. I don't have to, you know. But then I'm like, I need to go speak to the woman. I need to try and speak to her about my meals and find out if she still remembers, and if she doesn't, I need to find out who do I speak to regarding what I'm owed. And I think just thinking about it just got my anxiety a bit too high. And unfortunately, yeah, that was not great. Let me cook the curry instead, and I will, you know, do that. And I don't know, I fell asleep. Then I fell asleep and I woke up and I was like, right, it's 2 o'clock, let me get stuff out of the freezer. And then it got to 3 o'clock. I was like, this is getting ridiculous, it's getting too late now. And I was in the kitchen, I was like, I was gonna make some noodles. Should I make some noodles or should I? And I'm like, well, I've only got 3 packets of chicken. I've got 2 packets of barbecue chicken. I'm not really a fan of super noodles. So I was like, So I didn't end up doing that. And then I just remembered I got some carbonara in the cupboard. I thought, you know what? Let me just make some carbonara instead. Something that is quick and easy. I don't know what's happening. I'm not liking this carbonara as much. I mean, the sauce is lovely, but it's getting really dry. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, I've drank a whole can of drink and I've not finished it. Normally when food is dry, I tend to drink a lot more, which is probably why I'd never really be a good competitive eater, because they sip their drinks, they don't drink it properly. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, or if you've ever watched any competitive eaters, you know, they'll sit there with a drink, they'll eat food, but they're always going to the drink, always going to the drink, all the time. But if you look, whether they're using a bottle or a cup or you know, anything, it hardly moves. The level hardly ever moves, you know, because it seems like they're just wetting their lips. I don't get it. That's one of the reasons why I never really be a good competitive eater, and two, because I don't want to take the enjoyment out of food. I enjoy my food. Right, next drink we have Tango Tropical, which is not too bad, you know, to be fair. I've never had the tropical before. It's actually really quite nice. Yeah, it's really dry. I'm not full, but I feel really bloated. I don't know why. I mean, the reason why I did not really eat beforehand and film a couple of days ago, it's because I haven't really been hungry. I mean, the day before yesterday, on Wednesday, I had 4 of those little mini pizzas, and that didn't even fill me up, eating 4 of those Chicago Town micro pizzas. That didn't fill me up, but I had it and didn't have anything else as well, so I thought if I just have that, that'd be fine. And yesterday I didn't eat nothing at all. Today, this is the first thing I've eaten. And yeah, I wasn't hungry yesterday, and I'm not hungry today, really. The only reason why I've eaten this is because obviously it's Friday and I have to have a film up tonight. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with my appetite. My appetite is just not there. I've got delivery coming of noodles, so I will be doing 5 packets of noodles. It is my favourite. noodles. They're called Coca noodles. They are amazing. They are so much better than super noodles. I don't know if you've ever had super noodles before. They are so much better than super noodles, man. It is, you know, crazy how much more better than them they are. Pure flavour. Really, really full of flavour. Delicious. I'm going to take a page out of Mr. Jerry Springer's book and say, you know, stay safe out there. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves and each other. That was today's mukbang. Weren't very great because obviously it was an unplanned mukbang. Unplanned mukbangs are probably the worst